recording.
Okay. The Dionysian Chronicles is a show in which we try to explore to what extent the feeling of power can be cultivated and expressed in any given situation. If we take, for example, pretty much the musician who has to go upstage to entertain the crowd of thousands, or the boxer who has to step into the ring with another opponent in front of a crowd. At some point, they are confronted with a feeling of fear, anxiety, and nervousness, of butterflies in the stomach at some point. And they are confronted with pretty much their own fear, and being able to acknowledge fear as very much something that they need in order to survive, basically. And so once they get past that fear, they get past that anxiety, they get past that nervousness, that is when they start to experience feelings of euphoria, varying degrees of euphoria, varying degrees of bodily lightness, heightened focus, heightened awareness. And those feelings pretty much enable the person to adopt a mentality that says, I am the greatest. My passion is ultimate. And it is pretty much in that moment that they are able to overcome any obstacle. They're able to leap across any river, they're able to move any mountain, they're able to do anything. As soon as they reach the pinnacle of that feeling, the show, I tend to call it the feeling of power, or feeling of invincibility. Other sort of religions will not even put a name to it. Other religions will say it's a god of some sort, or a deity. But I've pretty much designated this feeling as power or invincibility, as a way, as a moment in which the same moment that Moses has in front of a burning bush, it says, I am that I am. And they have this moment in which they are inspired to take action and create something for the rest of the world to see. And it is at that moment that they feel invincibility. They feel an absolute sort of an indignation of some sort that is just that cannot be defeated at that point. And so the Dionysian Chronicles takes its inspiration from the god of Dionysus, who is the god of madness, is the source of creation and destruction. And we tend to focus on the creative aspect and searching for the inspiration that gives light to beauty, that gives light to all the things that we tend to hold as good, as in ultimate good. There's pretty much no other sort of name other that I can give, at least, I mean, other than a feeling of power that the person has in which they feel absolute in their ability to create, and they say, I am the greatest in whatever craft they're doing. It could be boxing, it could be art, it could be anything. It is a moment in which they possess themselves in such a way that they say, I am this way. There is no other way than this that I am. And it's in that way that they're able to behave in the most genuine and honest way possible. That they're able to create in the most genuine way. There is no other way other than their purest selves. And so the Dionysian Chronicles captures that feeling. We are a show that experiments with exactly that exact feeling and that exact moment in which a person says, I am who I am, in my most sincerest way. And in whatever endeavor they have, they can overcome whatever. That is pretty much what the show is about in the basic way. And we have a skit portion that explores a story in which the gods pretty much are trying to bring about the next Renaissance, and that is going to happen at some point. But it is a Renaissance whose basis is upon the person that says, I trust in myself completely to go forward. I trust in myself. I believe that I can. And there is no other sort of a person or any other identity other than who I am, honestly, in the most sincerest aptitude that I can possibly talk about. It is who I am, and I can go forward as I am. And that is the moment in which the person becomes a hero to themselves, the moment in which they can be inspired to have the feeling of power to be able to overcome whatever is in front of them. And I hope that this sort of moment has any sort of clarity. I hope it is able to clarify what I'm trying to say to you, what life has in store for everybody. This is what I'm trying to give to everybody, is this sort of I don't want to say meaning, but it's what life can give to you in the most deepest way, in the most passionate way, what it can give to you, sincerely, like what it can give to you in the most honest way possible. And I hope that is achieved here today. I hope that explanation is achieved in this show. Yeah, that's all I hope to achieve in this show. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if possible, and if a comment, if you have questions, try to reach out to me. My number will be listed and I'll be available. Yeah. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.